I hope Thanatos takes from this and builds on their positives, looks strongly on their negatives, and works on the things. I don't think they should be discouraged for a relatively inexperienced Tribes Ascend team to go against probably the best team in the game right now. That's very tough to do. So all credit to them.
They're also a Legion's team. We played with a lot of the players before.
Is Thanatos Legion's group? I called them a Renegades group. I'm sorry.
They're mostly Legions.
Yeah, we've seen a lot
friends
of them
with a lot of them. They don't have the TA experience we do though.
Well, exactly.
So, is there some Renegades background there, or was I wrong about that? I know that Boomerman was a Renegades guy.
Yeah, I think that's the only person I know. I know.
Okay, my mistake. So
Cairo,
Legion's team 1 versus Legion's team 2.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
A lot of us has been on teams together and stuff too.
Well, yeah. Let me ask you this: knowing their experience from another game and seeing them be this new in Tribes Ascend, what do you think? Do you think they got a lot of potential, or a team that's going to come together? I mean,
yeah, of course.
Clearly new.
I was watching the 2 last games. I think their major flaw when we had the Hoff and stuff on stand, they really needed some heavy offense to start spamming our stand. I think they'd really benefit for some heavy O, for one thing.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah,
I guess we
definitely.
Just we consider that the heavy on flag to be countered by the heavy offense, and that's not shown by that team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just to introduce you, just because we didn't really jump in, this is the post-game interview, I guess now, technically. We're joined by Fire, Zero, AP Sizzle, and Chiro, I believe.
Cairo is the only Thanatos guy, I think.
Hello. Also Legion's player.
Yep.
Much love.
So I got it wrong. It was not a Renegades team. It was a Legion's team 1 against Legion's team 2. And
they're a little more mixed than us. They're a little more mixed than us.
But were they established at all in Legions as a group? Any of them?
They were also from different teams.
Yeah, we're all a mix of different teams.
Yeah.
I know that Deadstop was a mixture of the 2 best teams. That's what I heard anyway.
Well, Legion's had a lot of teams in a long run, so I mean,
it was mostly.
I guess you could say that.
Just about everyone in Legions has played together on a team at one point.
Yeah,
how many years was Legions up?
It's at 3 years now, I think.
2008, 2009.
Had 3 years.
But yeah,
well, I guess it's still going as Overdrive, isn't it? Legion's
it
Overdrive.
Is, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
so that
to
game is still playable. All the Tribes games are playable, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Aerial Assault though. Online, at least.
Yeah, there's definitely a nostalgic feeling when I go back and I see Star Siege videos. It makes me want to be an 8-year-old and get yelled at by my dad to go to bed again.
And actually be able to play them. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a public clan called Sons of the Brotherhood or something, and I faked that I was with them because I was 8 years old and my brother was in it, and I wanted to be so cool.
So, I mean, I think in general, Thanatos had 2 major problems with you, Deadstop, which was they couldn't stop the cappers at all, and they couldn't move your flag at all. Obviously, you said that they could have gotten rid of your heavy on flag.
Yeah, that's one of your problems, Kyle. I think we could have really benefited from some heavy O.
Heavy O is, I think, underestimated still at this point. Maybe not as much as it used to be.
And then their routes could use some work, I think. Boomerman's routes. They're a little too high. It seemed like our snipers picking them off most of the times.
So Remains could spot them easily, so they need to find routes they can copy that are more invisible.
When our cappers crossed, usually we'd start sniping their capper, whereas our capper would still come in untouched somehow. So a little bit of cooperation issues there.
Yep. I also thought that Thanatos did reasonably well with clearing in a couple of attempts. Just didn't have the timing a little bit down.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, I love to see these teams, develop. They go from getting crushed on Crossfire to stringing out Catabatic and then getting into a standoff finally on Arc. So they got some motion on their team every map that they played. So it's just a learning experience, obviously, but they learned a lot from playing you.
Yeah, and I showed a lot of promise. There was one particular play that comes to mind, Mopsy conking the flag out of AP Sizzle's hands. Actually, maybe it was Blitz's hands, and then chasing down AP Sizzle out of the field. So did a really good job there. And then in the next play, mid-aired, I believe, Blitz on the way in. So he definitely showed some. Yeah, he showed some real promise.
Also, there was some good mid-airs by the sub players, so they have some good players working to do there too.
Cairo, just speaking to you, obviously that was a first. I don't know how many times you've scrimmed now, but a first real big scrim. What did you guys think, and what do you guys think you'll take away from that?
Oh, I mean, first big casted scrim. I was watching for most of it. I played Crossfire, but that was fast, so I don't even count that in my head. as far as taking out of it, there were a couple new things that Proto had us doing. I don't know.
Actually,
I am interested to hear from Fire and everybody. Specifically, Proto. I think he had, when Trinium was sniping, I think he had him midfield focusing your sniper more so than cappers and flag play, and I didn't
sometimes that
necessarily
works.
think that was working, but
It's situational, really.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't in the game at that point, so I was wondering what y'all thought about it.
I think if you're doing something like that, you don't do it, full time. You do it when the guy's saying, "Oh, guys, I'm coming in." Then it's all provided for that LO, that
It's a lot of
5-second
timing and stuff.
Yeah, that 5-second window before the capper comes in. You get the right distracted. If the sniper snipes the other sniper, and the stand's clear, your capper's good at least halfway, and then at that point have someone meet out with him if you're afraid of the sniper sniping him.
Yeah, the problem we saw with that though was it's unless somebody's already harassing the sniper, it's always going to take 2 shots to kill the sniper. So you start to strafe, or you go behind something from the other sniper's position and
double team him.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't really think it was working out, but I was interested to see.
But you learn. I mean, that's what happens. I'm glad you guys take it well, as far as I'm hearing and seeing. You guys are class acts. I love the hell out of you and DJ Faith. But
love you too, OPC.
But I'm telling you, you guys take whatever you can out of this game, and then make yourself better the next time.
We've also scrimmed against you. We've warmed up against you a few times, and we've had a lot harder times. Last time you guys were running a lot of infiltrator offense. We were actually preparing ourselves for the infiltrator offense this time, and it didn't show. Seemed like that was a lot more. It was better for you guys.
Is that? I'm curious if that's a bit of a manners thing, given all the criticism around infiltrators lately.
Not on our part.
There were no
Cyper,
rules,
a lot of
right,
y'all
for
know
the
him.
scrimmage?
Yeah.
No,
there were no rules.
I was gonna say Cyper is another Legion's player we
Yeah,
play with a
Cyper.
lot. He
Cyper
wasn't
there for
on.
one thing.
Yeah, and he's usually our big infiltrator LO. He's been doing
That's
that
true.
since
They're
before
missing
it
some
was
key
a
players,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah, and then Flopsy wasn't there, but I mean, it was just that probably would have been a good thing to do, and I definitely see the heavy O. I think at one point it was brought up, but that was probably midway or late Catabatic, and the problem at that point was your heavy wasn't actually staying on the stand. He'd pretty much gotten past that. He was floating around, and there wasn't any other defense.
Topodicus
Yeah.
he's too good.
Yeah, I mean,
a good
otherwise,
person,
I
good.
agree. I definitely agree that would have been
Nice mid-air.
a strong position to run. We're
Nade,
also
Craig.
very, very unused to 7v7. We almost always play 8s, so having that extra person gone threw off a lot.
That hurt you too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I want to ask that question to both teams. What do you guys prefer, 7s or 8s? I asked it to Tau and 51 the other night, and they both said 8s.
7s for us.
For
I
us?
was more to 7s actually.
Oh, sorry, I forget.
You're talking about Boss and somebody. who
No,
said
sorry,
8s.
no. You know what it was? It was Area 51 and Ego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of teams prefer 8s. So where do these teams fall?
Our team is absolutely 8s. Just having the extra people there, the extra utility that you can move around as needed when things need to change and switch up. It's a lot harder to switch people up when you have 4-0 3D or 4D 3-0, whatever. There's not as many people you can move around to essentially counter things.
Yeah, for us,
And-
we started
Good.
as really liking 8s. I always liked 8s. I prefer them over 7s. But in this game, I really think 8s, when you get that extra sniper or something that you can put in, it really gets annoying. And it makes the games not as fun. That's why I believe we've been playing 7s more often.
This is
Okay,
a pretty
so,
big rift in the discussion
there's-
of the community.
Nerf
Yeah,
snipers
So-
problem
I
solved.
really think there's some balance issues when you go into 8s compared to 7s.
Yeah, I like the 7s as well. I don't mind 8s. I mean, we even do like 10v10 sometimes, and I've been a part of a couple 10v10 pickup games, not so much scrims. And you know, they all have their time and place. It's
They're all completely different games, it seems like. Even 77s and 8s. There's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, they play so differently.
Mhm.
I definitely prefer the 7v7s. I think they're more
Now,
strategic.
Now that we're open beta, though, we should start nailing down what it's going to be for competitive scene going forward for the release.
well,
I think
you know,
there's-
Bart was saying a lot about 7v7s because if you're talking sponsorships, they want as less people as
I think for
possible.
esports,
And
I
I
think
think
for a
that's a
lot of
big thing.
high-profile
It's-
tournaments, the
yeah,
77s, I think that's locked down.
It's
Yeah.
also a lot more sustainable to get travel. I mean, I can't guarantee.
That's what I
people
mean
on my
by
team are going to
sponsors.
travel. But who's to say there's not multiple leagues? You know?
Yeah,
multiple
I'm
leagues coming.
definitely a fan of multiple ladders, multiple
Yeah,
game
and
types, 10v10,
personally speaking,
77.
Yeah, personally speaking, I'm going to be running IGL, and if I see all sevens leagues, I don't mind throwing together an eights league just to change it up. So,
Yeah.
We
Even
had
more
a question earlier.
for
Tell us about
the
IGL,
10s.
Thanatos. We know what that is.
yeah, so IGL is Imperium Gaming League. They started out, they wanted to jump in the Call of Duty world, and unfortunately, Call of Duty world is kind of a tough one right now for esports, and they're extremely organized. They've got an awesome website, awesome setup, free agent setup, so you can draft out of pools and stuff like that. And some good casting support and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't think they're opposed to having tribescast jump in there and stuff like that. But they're more than willing to jump onto the tribes chain, and they've asked me where I'm the contact sort of the tribes world with them to put something together. So hopefully that's going to come together soon.
Keep us updated.
And I'm sure a lot of the tribes world is looking forward to a TWL ladder.
Well, it won't be a
Really?
ladder style, I don't think, with IGL. There might be a ladder on the side. They did both
Tournaments.
last time they ran. Yeah, so they did seasons where you play 8 games round robin, advance to playoffs.
Yeah,
and then go
TWL had a pretty
into
popular
finals.
ladder system
So,
we worked with tribes long time
User
ago.
entered your channel.
Deadstop, did Thanatos do anything that caused you a problem? Did they do it well in the area?
I think Mopsy was a great chaser. Mopsy did the job. Like, if I knew Mopsy was on my tail, I feared it, you know? And you have those people in your head that, you know, you think about if they're on your tail, you're like, oh, he's definitely going to kill me, or I think I could get away with this. A lot of
too
time I
bad.
feared him.
Too bad that his counterpart Flopsy wasn't there to support him, because obviously they play well together, so
Yeah.
they know each other's style and how to work together.
Yeah, they're brothers, so
Oh, hey,
they've been playing
did you
tribes forever
guys see
together.
that picture that Mopsy posted? I saw he posted on, I think it was on
Oh,
4chan and on
did
Give,
Reddit.
give us a
that.
link. Give us a link.
I don't know if I'll see if I can still find it, but dude, he had 33 mid-airs in a game of Arena.
Wow,
Like
I
a pub
totally
game.
believe that.
What happened, Craig?
No, he got 33.
He-
I'm never
he
going to
won't
be
be
able
at
to top
33.
that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's quite ridiculous. The most I've had so far is 9.
Yeah, this guy.
I don't even think Anarchy AO has hit higher than
User
He's
12
hit
or
entered
so.
your
20.
channel.
I've seen
Oh,
him hit
has he?
20.
Okay, never mind.
It was in a CTF match, though.
Kojito's here now. Kojito, you were sniping
what's up?
on Crossfire, then you went to Infiltrator on Arcs. What was that about?
You know, I got a couple good shots on Crossfire, but you know that strategy with the kind of llama grabbing strategy, you can't really defeat that with sniping. But what Kyle was mentioning, Proto wanted to go with a different strat on going after snipers, so I just kind of took a back seat on that, and we let Trinium play and do a little O sniping. But you know, otherwise, I think what we really needed was extra LO or just someone in L position. That's what I was there to do.
Or what they were talking about there was some heavy O as opposed to the light, to pull him off the stand a little bit and have that pressure on the stand still.
You know,
Let up in their
we did
face.
talk about trying that, but ultimately he wanted me to do LO, so.
Any questions either the teams have for each other while we're here?
Why
Yeah,
don't you
why
guys play
didn't
and
you
pick up
stretch
some
it
out?
out longer so we could learn something?
You
Oh,
did learn
Boomer Man.
something. You
There he
learned how
is.
fast you can lose when their team is playing really well. What did you just do? What the
Tough
problems
lesson.
are. I mean, it is a tough lesson. Surprise is very, very hard. So
Yeah.
it can fall apart on you if you're not stable. And so
We really need to learn to adjust, I think, a little more.
Yeah.
Just during
We
games,
learned
throughout
tonight
games.
that we absolutely fall apart when our plan doesn't
Doesn't
come
go
together.
through-
So
yeah.
the one thing we're going to take
Oh, yeah.
away from this is how to adjust a little bit better.
Yep.
We came in with
Be
a
flexible.
different plan, and it clearly didn't work. And we just adjusted like crap. We're a better team than that, but it didn't work out for us communication-wise for sure.
I would throw
go
in,
practice. Show us next time.
a big part of that was first we had everybody set up for Catabatic. We decided to play cross first since
Yeah.
it was on the queue, and then also, like I said, we're a big 8v8 team since we have extra people. We're really not used to being down that 8th, which does make a big difference. Like Blitz
Yeah.
pointed out in chat, and y'all said too, it's a totally different game to be playing 8v or 7v7. So we weren't quite prepared for that, which we probably could have. I mean, we tried adjusting, but I don't know. Proto had his mindset on a couple things, and we just tried our best to follow his orders, and
Yeah, I
that is
agree.
what it is.
It is harder to play. It is a lot different to play those two different styles, 7v7, 8v8. And, you know, thanks for not being a pain in the ass about scheduling this. You said, fine, we'll do 7s, you know. That's sometimes a hard thing these days to get people to agree upon rules and then how
Sevens.
many and stuff.
We're ready for 8s.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a clue what
I
our
like
team
sevens.
count's at right now? How many teams
I'm
are
seeing
playing?
new teams all the time. Like it seems like every other day I see
Let's-
someone new on IRC asking for a scrim. I'm like, wait, what team are you on?
Yeah,
I want
which
to see
is
those
really
teams
cool.
compete. I want to see them show up and
They're
play so we can
competing.
see what they're like.
It's
Tell
just, they're not going on Beyond Gaming. That's all.
Yeah, we haven't done a
I
Beyond
want to
Gaming
see that
one
though.
yet.
We
Myself,
can't learn
just-
about them if they don't show up.
Yeah, it's been hard for us to schedule a Beyond Gaming. If anyone wants to play one tomorrow night, let me know. I'll schedule one with you. And also the other thing I was going to mention too is Spin Fuser and Fire Truce. I think it is actually just put together that official post your team thing for their ladder on March 11th. That'd be an awesome. If everyone wants to jump on there, it'd be really cool to see how many teams are actually active in the game right now.
I would just throw out as a team that doesn't play quite as much on the Beyond Gaming thing. We do more scrims on our own. Something that I've noticed is a lot of the big teams that you see all the time. I mean, you're seeing them all the time because they take all the spots. So the newer teams don't really know how to get in there and take the spots. So I would call out to the bigger teams that are playing all the time. Maybe help out the newer teams get some time to get in there.
Yeah, they
or
did
play
tonight.
against them, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, in general.
Yeah, most of our
Yeah.
games don't even go through Beyond Gaming just because it's easier just to start little scrims together.
That's the vast majority.
This
of
is-
what-
And I don't have access either because when they first asked me like, oh, this is Beyond Gaming official, I'm like, oh, I don't have access for the team to accept it or join. So I had to do it for Blitz. But other times I'm setting up scrims and I don't have access. I'm like, let's just do it Tuesday night, 9:30. Sound good? All right.
Yeah,
At this
and that's-
point, I
that's
mean,
the
it's
way we've been.
preseason. It's all open beta, so it's not the game's not released yet. The ladders aren't official yet, so it's all learning time. So not too much to worry about, but yeah, definitely we'll have to see more teams showing up and learning things because this is the time to make the rules as best we can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you touch on a good point, actually. I just want to take a second to thank Deadstop for the scrim, and sorry we didn't make more of it, but that's what it's all about, is learning. We decided to try
Yeah,
some
no
new
need to be
stuff
sorry.
tonight. It didn't work, and you never know how that's going to turn out. You try some new stuff, maybe you surprise some people, or you get dominated, and well, we know how that turned out.
So, how about
just
this time
quickly,
next week?
I'm just going to jump in quickly. There's people asking in the cast, and someone did answer correctly. The NSA or NASL cast start in a half hour's time at nasl.tv, so everyone should head over that way.
You'll see.
We are very grateful to the
handsome
Throw
faces
League
of Bart
for
and
this
I.
title.
Yeah, you'll be able to see APC's face.
Yeah.
He's very
I'm a little
handsome,
nervous
very
about
handsome.
that.
User entered your channel.
I'm stoked to see how this turned out.
That's okay,
Thanks.
he's sexy.
Who is Shanksy?
So
That's
your sister.
Philotic.
Oh.
Philotic.
Hello, Philotic. I saw you make some plays, I think. Hello. Are you a chaser?
Ooh,
Stand
thanks, midair.
He's
Sandy?
king
Yeah.
of mid-airs, bro. King
Mid-air
kisser.
Midair on stand.
Yeah, I saw some good support in the field actually from Philotic. He did well to secure a couple flags that were bouncing around and whatnot. So, Philotic, what did you take away from this game and what did you hope to improve upon?
I don't know. I'm always looking to improve and do pretty much better at everything. I was expecting them to really destroy us in infiltrators. Last time we played them, they put on a really good show, timing their infiltrator clear really well. It actually surprised me. So
They're
I was
missing
really shocked
Sniper. That
not
was
to
one
see
of
that.
the key players.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good. That's why I was saying a minute ago, definitely be up for some more. I mean, we've already played a few times together, but let's do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Yeah, and I gotta give Thanatos a ton of credit. Good spirits.
Well, before I end, I'm obligated by contract to get a shout out to my sponsor, Hostess. Thank you for the Twinkies. Thank you for the ho-ho. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're a ho-ho, alright.
Oh, DJ, I love you. This would be the most romantic
So, yeah.
pose.
Check out the NX.
Let's go do some
Get ready for
pickups.
the ladders. Keep spring. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I would pickups, but I want to watch the NASL stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yes. Yes, you
I know
do.
that's what's gonna happen.
yeah, I'm probably
And
gonna watch that.
I feel
too.
like get your friends watching, get everyone to watch. The more people watching that, probably the better for the tribes community as well. So,
Did you watch the games tonight?
I'm sorry?
Did you watch the games just now? That we cast?
Yeah, of course I did.
Any questions or comments for this while they're here?
You guys covered it pretty well. I was, I think, yeah, Thanatos. I know that they have some really strong players, definitely. I know, I've seen a lot of the guys around the pickups. And
Mopsy and Flopsy, man.
That's right, Mopsy, Flopsy, Fire. A lot of the guys are actually very, very good. And I believe they've, have known each other for a while, it seems like. In terms of their Tribes Ascend career. That team was actually pretty early on. They kind of have played in the shadows a little bit in terms of really coming into these kind of big shoutcast games. But I know they've been around for quite some time, so I expect them to hopefully get some more reps in and turn into stronger team than anyone that we see thus far. And it'll be like Dragon Ball Z, and we'll keep on leveling up to beat the next highest level guy.
Super Saiyan Goku.
Over 9,000.
So, thanks everyone. Check out the NASL. I'm Delirium. We'll check you next time on tribescast.com.